Okay, you guys ready to do some pick'ems? Alright, it's time to do my pick'ems. I have not done anything for pick'ems. So, I'm gonna join a faction, obviously, because I am a rat, therefore I am in Keijo's faction. we're gonna do Swiss pick'ems. So, undefeated 3-0. This is for Swiss stage. I think it could be AL. And I think it could be Gen G. I think AL is very, very good. I'm gonna say Gen G just because I feel like they're like the best team in the world right now. Let's put AL for comfy in. Like they might lose one. I'm gonna put AL for 3-1. And a close call. Has Worlds debuff though? I know, that's what I'm thinking. They've never won a Worlds. But do I think they'll make it through the Swiss stage? I think so. I've heard, I don't watch the LPL that much. I've heard top esports is good, but that's the only thing I've done. That's the only thing I've heard is that top esports is good. And I don't know, like it's just word of mouth. I have no idea. But are they better than IG and T1? Can I tell you what your picks are wrong? What the hell? What the hell? What do you mean my picks are wrong? My picks, I saw the future actually, and all of mine are right. Everything good domestically, we have international debuff as well. Top esports. I think T1 could go here, but like imagine the 14th, they don't win against IG. Then what? Then what happens? But like I'm a believer though. I'll put it there for now. I'm a believer. I'm a T1 girly pop believer. So I'm gonna put T1 in close call because it's T1. They have the world's buff, and then I assume these are just teams that are gonna make it through. So I don't have to put these in order. I don't think. CFO is making it through. HLE is making it through. I don't know if these are in order. We'll put BLG is making it through. Who do I believe in? I believe CFO. CFO flying oysters. Okay, I'm gonna do something delusional. Guys. I'm doing something completely delusional. I am a KT believer. I believe in BDD. I believe in BDD Zoe. KT is the dark horse in my opinion. I fucking agree. I believe in KT. Who do I put here? I don't believe in G2. I know there's a lot of like G2 dick suckers out there. I think G2 has gone to dog shit. What happened at, was it the knockouts? The play-ins for LCK between, I think it was Gen G and KT. That was insane. And I want it to happen again. So my picks are not based on what I think will happen. It's what I want to happen. I want KT to get through, and I want T1 to win against IG. If they don't, this shit's fucked. Okay, so the thing I'm questioning right now, I think Fnatic is good, and I think FlyQuest is good. For me, FlyQuest and Fnatic are about the same. Technically, EU is like the worst region right now, but does that mean Fnatic is the worst team? I don't think so. I do think FlyQuest was pretty good. Is FlyQuest better than Fnatic? I don't know if FlyQuest is better than Fnatic. Like, yes, I want my pick'ems to be right. The vibes are telling me that FlyQuest is good. I don't know. I don't know if they're better than Gen G. How about we come back to it? Okay, let's play Crystal Ball. This is the fun part. Which champion will be picked the most? In my heart, it's saying a support. Alistar and Rakan are both pretty popular. Nico is high priority. I'm thinking Jarvan the 4th or Xin Zhao. Guys, there's a lot. Okay, because like I believe it's gonna be a support or a jungler. Nico is like perma-banned. I don't know. I don't think it's gonna be Nico. I think Nico might be the most banned actually. Alistar. I feel like Alistar is picked more than he is banned because I feel like the priority pick for support bans is going to be Nico. I feel very strongly about Nico being the most banned. Alistar has been a high priority pick since the beginning of League of Legends. Although I know Jarvan the 4th and Xin Zhao are good, I think Alistar might be better. I feel like he's strong, but not the highest priority ban where like a Bard, like Kara's Bard or a Nico or Rakan might be. Okay, a champion with the highest win rate, which makes me think like obviously this champion's gonna be picked a lot, but it just has to be a champ with the highest win rate. So like someone could pick Kiana, you know, like not once a series, like every like couple series someone picks Kiana and she wins every game. That could be a thing. Then I think Gwen is a good pick. I cannot think of a better champion to put highest win rate. I think it's gonna be Gwen. Loki, I think it's Aphelios. I don't think Aphelios is a bad choice. I just think Aphelios isn't picked very often. Okay, who do I think are OP champs? I think Wukong is OP, I think Trundle is OP, I think Gwen is OP, and I think Poppy is OP. I don't know how I feel about the difference between them though. Like I feel like Gwen, like yeah, I could put Gwen here and that might work. But I also feel the same way if I put Wukong or Trundle or Poppy. Honestly, Poppy might be a most picked. But she's also banned a lot too. So is Nico. I don't know. I think I'm gonna change this to Poppy. I feel like Poppy is a better pick, but like she has to get through bans to do that. But like I think Nico is still a higher priority ban than Poppy is. Despite I think Poppy being being one of the most OP champs in the game right now. I feel like these are almost interchangeable. But Alistar might be better because Alistar I feel like is like probably like number 3. She's a triple flex and high power. Yeah, that's true. So I feel like either Poppy or Nico could go here. I'm gonna keep it a Nico for now. Okay, let's see. Which champion will have the lowest run rate? What have we seen that has been trash? Aatrox, Azir is good, Bard is good. I hate the Cassiopeia picks. Cassiopeia has been making a comeback in pro play, especially in LCK. I don't like her as a pick. I think Cassiopeia is not a good pick. Call me crazy, I know, but she doesn't look strong to me at all. She can't just rise, but you have to build a team around her. Yeah, I hate when I see people pick Cassiopeia. Like, stop, just pick something better. Also, Rise, I totally forgot about Rise. Rise is making his own little comeback as well. Kiana, Rise, Cassiopeia are all making little comebacks. I don't know. I've been seeing some pretty bad Nefiri games, but I think Nefiri is a more useful champion than Cassiopeia. Rammus? Guys, who might get the Rammus support? I think Rise is fine. I think this top Rammus? No, support Rammus. We need more support Rammus. I think we need Rammus mid lane. Yeah, something like that. We need him top, we need him mid, we need him ADC Rammus. Smolder has not been doing very well either, but a fed Smolder can go crazy, but I have not seen a fed Smolder in a long time. Oh, Silas has been making a comeback mid lane. Not like a comeback, he has been like picked throughout Worlds in the past years as well, but I've been seeing him a lot more compared to last year. I feel like I wasn't seeing any Silas last year or at the beginning of this year either, and as more of like the last couple months I've been seeing him picked more and more. Talia is always a good pick. Talia is a high prio mid pick, which means if she's played a lot she could have a low win rate. Kind of tough on Loki. It is kind of tough. Victor is a bad pick. I hate Faker's Victor. I know he loves his Victor. I know he does. I hate Faker's Victor. I think Faker's Victor is useless. I was gonna say Victor, honestly. All the best players are in the tournament and they all play Silas. Yeah. So Victor or Cassiopeia, I think Victor is useless, but he can do a lot of damage. He has good lane, he's a very good lane bully, he has very good poke. I just don't think Cassiopeia has anything. It's like what, she can move fast and attack fast. I don't think that beats a mage. I don't think that'll beat any other mage. I don't know. I kind of feel strongly about Cassiopeia. All right, which champion will have the most kills? The most kills I think will be an ADC for sure. And this is where I might agree with you on the Aphelios. Aphelios could have a lot of kills in Worlds and Swiss Stage. Yeah, Aphelios or Yunara. I think Yunara is gonna be picked a lot. Yunara is a fine ADC and people can kind of pop off on her. Kai'Sa's always a crazy pick. Kai'Sa is either the worst pick ever or she carries the entire game. That's a hard one to decide on. It's not going to be Misfortune, I don't think. And not Misfortune, no. I think she's been pretty useless in every game that she's been played in. I've been watching a lot of LCK. I don't know about like LCS and I watch a little bit of LEC and a little bit of LPL, but I just haven't seen a good Misfortune. So it's not going to be Misfortune. They're not strong? No, I don't think Samira, Smolder, or Senna are stronger than Yunara. It could be Xayah, like it could be Xayah, but I do think Yunara is probably the best pick here. I don't know, I'm kind of looking back at these. I agree with Gwen, I agree with Cassiopeia. I'm really not sure about these two. I think Poppy or Nico could go here. And I feel like Azir, guys, just you wait. Like, I feel like Kai'Sa could go here too. Like, this is a gamble, right? I feel like Kai'Sa could go here. I haven't seen a lot of Xayahs, but I can see a Xayah getting the most kills in a game. But I can imagine a Xayah getting the most kills in a game. But I also feel like Yunara is picked the most. This one is hard. This one's really hard. I think I might change this to Poppy. I don't know. She's such a flex pick that like she goes everywhere, therefore you have to ban her because she can go anywhere, and then, you know, it gets crazy. We'll just move on the players. We'll look at that. We'll go back and see if that's what I feel like. Which pro will have the highest KDA? So I think this is going to be an ADC. It's not going to be an American. It could be Gumayushi. It's not going to be IG because we're not going to be in Worlds this year because T1's going to kick their asses the 14th. HLE? Viper's fucking goated. It could be Viper. It could be Ruler. I don't think it's gonna be VLG, and I don't think it's gonna be AL. So our options, in my opinion, I think that's exactly what I think too. Gumayushi, Viper, Ruler. I think Gumayushi is gonna have a pop-off game. Not I think Viper or Ruler won't. I think Gumayushi is gonna be that guy in that game. So I'm gonna put Gumayushi there. The most different champions. Okay, this is where I feel like an American team could go here. Here, who was it? Fucking Barrel? Actually, never mind. Barrel. Oh wait, no, he's on DK and they didn't make it in. Well, never mind. So I feel like it could be an American team or an LEC team because sometimes they pull out goofy stuff. It could be an EU team. I feel like I'm feeling support, you know? I feel like support's gonna be the craziest shit, but I also feel like it could be mid. But it's so like, there's such like a high priority like meta like pick and champs for the lane that it's like, I feel like we're gonna be saying the same champs a lot there. So I don't think it's gonna be any of the Korean teams, in my opinion. I don't think it's gonna be any of the Korean teams. I think we're gonna go, I don't know if I want to go with Poby because like I feel like a typical EU team, yes, like a mid EU player would pick some crazy stuff, but I don't know if Poby would, you know, he was a T1 rookie or whatever. He's got knowledge that that Fnatic doesn't. Well, okay, I say it could be an American team. They're probably gonna get out earlier, right? They're probably gonna get out early on unless it's maybe Fly Quest against Gen G. So does that mean I should pick Boostio? I don't know. I feel like Fnatic's gonna get out early. I feel like Fnatic's gonna get out early and then Fly Quest. I don't know. What do I feel like? I really don't know. I feel like I want to pick a support. I feel like a support can go anything. So let's we're gonna lock in on support, not a mid. It could be an American team, but an American team like Fly Quest is probably gonna get out earlier, but maybe not because it's Fly Quest. I don't know. I'm having trouble in this one, I think. I don't feel like it's gonna be a Carrier. Let's pick an AL support. Is AL on here? Where's AL? There we go. AL support Kyle. Let's pick Kyle. Which probably would get at least one pentakill. That's gonna be Gumayushi. It might be Viper though, or it might be Ruler. I think it's gonna be an ADC for sure. Same three guys. Yeah, same three guys. Ruler, Viper, Gumayushi. But like, I feel like these questions are kind of linked. You know, who's gonna have the highest KDA and who's gonna get one pentakill? It's like I'm just gonna put Gumayushi there. Like it could be Viper, Ruler. I don't know. I like Gumayushi. The most first bloods. I think this is gonna be a jungler, just because you know junglers gank. I think it's gonna be a Korean team or a Chinese team. It could be Owner. I think Owner could get a good amount of first bloods. It could be who the fuck is Grizzly? It could be Peanut. I really like Peanut. Let's go. We can go with an AL or a BLG team again. However, BLG's been looking bad this year, and you know why that is? You know why BLG's been looking worse than they were last year? It's because of a Tabe diff. Tabe just improves whatever teams he goes to. So I don't think I'm going to choose BLG because they're playing worse this year. I'm going to choose Tarzan, which will get the most kills in a single game. Well, I feel like I would put Gumayushi here too. I might switch one pentakill with most kills in a single game. But it's all so similar. These three questions are basically the same thing. And it's hard because it's like they might not be the same answer, but they could be. How about I change one pentakill? How about I change it to Viper? Oh wait, guys, I got it. For highest KDA, we got Gumayushi. For pentakill, we got Viper. And then for most kills in a single game, we have Ruler. We can include all three of them. Right, guys? Right. All right, which team will kill the most Elder Dragons? This could be a T1. This could be a T1 stance. This could be a team that is just good, which is AL, Gen G, maybe Life, maybe. Life is good, but I don't think they're better than Gen G. I think they might be better than T1. I don't think they're better than Gen G. So Gen G, I think, is a higher chance here, just because if it's gonna be just a good team that gets Elder a lot, it's like a team with good team fight, and Gen G plays perfectly almost all the time. And like, it could also be AL. It might be Hanwei. It might be T1. I know Tess is good, but I don't know anything about them, so I'm gonna go Gen G, which is one of the most variant steals. Obviously, my favorite jungler, Gumayushi, which he will have the shortest game duration. This could be just a good team that plays, you know, like AL, Gen G, Hanwha, T1. He hasn't getting Get recently. He's been missing smites. I feel like I've been seeing that too. I don't remember exactly when. I feel like I remember him missing smites. Like, I don't think that necessarily equates to getting the most Elder Dragons, just because Gen G as a team is so good. They're just gonna kite. They're gonna defend that river so well that even if Canyon misses smite, I think they're still gonna get the most Elder Dragons. Shortest game duration. Feel like this is gonna be a Chinese team. I'm gonna pick AL for this one. Which team will get the most kills? Who is deadly? Like, honestly, I kind of feel like Gen G again. Like, if they're just good overall, you know? Which team will play the most unique champion? Largest champ pool. Okay, so this is another question where it's like, yeah, like I think an American team or an EU team could go here because they play crazy shit, but they're gonna be kicked, like, I assume they're gonna be like kicked out so fast that they're not gonna get the chance to play enough. Like, they're not gonna play enough games to get the crazy picks in. So who do I think is gonna play a lot of games then? I feel like that could be BLG, because BLG isn't necessarily a bad team. They are worse than AL, but I feel like they're gonna stay in a loser bracket bracket for pretty long. BLG is still really good. Yeah, BLG is still really good, but I do think Genji AL is better. I don't know if they're better than Life, but they do have the no Tabe debuff. So this is just, we don't have to pick up about players or teams anymore. How many pentakills will there be? So, okay, my perception of pentakills have been ruined by Smolder. The worlds where Smolder was fucking broken, it was like, yeah, obviously there's gonna be 3+ pentakills because Smolder. And so last year I picked 3+ pentakills. You know how many pentakills there were last year? There were 2. There might just be 2. There might just be 2. There could, I don't know. I think Yunara is a strong champion to get 3 pentakills, but is it gonna happen? I don't know. It is, okay, one thing that I feel like I'm thinking about, this is an international tournament, meaning that Korea, China, and CFO are all really fucking good, and LCS, LEC are not as good as them. Therefore, if any of these high skill teams are going against these other region teams, there might be 3+ pentakills, especially from that Yunara or a Xayah or a Kaisa. It was 2 last year. It was 2 last year, and I put 3 last year, and I was wrong. But Yunara's out. She's not necessarily broken. She's just a good ADC. I'm gonna put 2 for now. I'm just gonna put 2 for now. How many Baron Steals will there be? 9+? I do not think there will be 9+ Baron Steals. I think there will be 3 to 5. I feel like 3 to 5 is a good in the middle number. I mean, reverse steals will be in World's Knockout Stage out of 7 total best of 5s. 7 total best of 5s. I think there will be, I'm gonna pick a middle. How many times will Guma play Varus? You never know. Reverse sweeps? I don't think reverse sweeps are very common. There might just be 1. I think there could be 2. Do I think there's 3 or more? No. I don't think there will be 3 or more reverse sweeps. In 7 best of 5s, 2 reverse sweeps would be kind of crazy. So let's put, I think I'm gonna put 1 just because just 7, like that's not a lot of games, you know? How many unique champions will be picked? Oh, fuck. Okay. It's Fearless Draft this year, which makes this harder. This is gonna be harder. I remember seeing somewhere that I think like last year it was like 95, I think, and that was without Fearless Draft. I think it's either gonna be 115 to 119 or 120+. Like people, like they could pull out some crazy shit, you know? Like this is Fearless Draft. And this is the first World's Fearless Draft too. So I don't think you can really know exactly how many. There's probably some equation out there that's like, statistically it will be this number. But I don't do math. So, will Timo be picked? False. Never. I mean, there's 170 champs in the game. Here, we can go look at all the champs again. Like, do I think these will be picked? I think this top row could be picked. I mean, there is a good amount of champions, I think, that people just don't play. I've been seeing a lot of Iverns. I do think Cassandre is pretty dog shit. People are picking Cassandre still, and I think that's wrong. I don't think anyone should be picking Cassandre. There are a lot of champs here that I think people wouldn't pick, but like almost this entire page I think will be picked. There's like a couple every row that I'm like, no, like probably not Akshan, probably not a Moon, probably not a Nivea. But it's still, there's a ton of champions here that I'm like, yeah, like Diana Midge, that might happen. Evelyn, fuck no. At least someone's gonna pick it for sure. And we're all gonna yell at them. All the Asian laners are great with him. Cassandre feels like a champion you pick when you don't want your top lane to get destroyed. Like if you just want top lane to stay, don't do anything, you pick Cassandre. And I guess that's better than picking a champion that will lose. But he doesn't feel like a champion that wins. Can I just do something crazy? Can I do something crazy? I think I'm gonna keep it at 120+. I just think that Worlds is such a stage that you do pick 120+ champions. I might be wrong. I may be crazy. I may be wrong. But this is Worlds. This is this is like the good international teams that are going to be playing whatever, you know? Whatever they feel like is good. And every region has their own meta. Maybe the safe pick then is to do 115 to 119 because it's in the middle of too little versus too much. Is that the safe thing to do then? I don't know. I really, my heart tells me 120+. My heart says pick 120+, but my brain says that's fucking stupid. There's 170 champions, so I'm not gonna fucking pick all of them. I'll just keep it there. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's in the middle. It's fine. Okay. Let's go over our picks. Alistar I think is good. I feel like I'm gonna stick with Alistar because, like, yes, he's banned sometimes. However, he is a champ that is picked a lot and not banned very often because there are better bans to ban. You know, I think Bard, I think Poppy, I think Nico, I think Rakan are all champions that can be absolutely banned way before Alistar is banned. Which champion will be banned the most? I picked Poppy because she's such a high flex. She can fucking go anywhere. And the highest win rate, I picked Gwen because I think Gwen is an OP champion that good players pick a lot. Although I do think think she's a high priority ban. I think she gets through more often than not. Therefore, I think she will have at least 5 games minimum played, and she will win all of them. is what my prediction is. But she will have the lowest win rate out of 5 games minimum. I don't like Cassiopeia. I'm thinking of Victor, and it's like, I feel the same way about Victor that I feel about Cassandre. I don't think Victor is necessarily a bad champion. I don't feel like he's a champion who loses, but I don't feel like he's a champion who actively wins. It's like, I'm not gonna see Victor winning the game for you. Whereas like a mid laner like Azir, I think there are better options to go than Cassiopeia that'll win you the game better. And I think Yunara is a good pick here. So I think I'm gonna stick with these for now. These 3 questions, the rightmost, the middle, and the leftmost could all be these 3 people. So I just picked all of them. I just have to hope that I pick them in the right order. And I don't think these are necessarily bad. I just think all of these 3 are interchangeable. And I don't know which ones are gonna be the right decision. Elder Dragons, I think it's gonna be Gen G, just because I feel like they're gonna hard win the game so much they're just gonna get Elder. Although if they're gonna hard win games so much, are they even gonna get to Elder in the first place? I think so. I think T1's gonna have the most Baron seals because they're T1. Shortest game duration, I'm gonna say AL, because I think they're going to. But also, like, I don't know. I think Chinese teams are really good. I think the Chinese teams are going to lose to Gen G, first of all. They're going to lose to Gen G, or they're going to lose to T1 or Hanwha Life. I think that's going to happen. Like, I personally think a Chinese team is going to go to loser's bracket and then have a very short game there. So BLG might go here too. I just think AL is better than BLG at the moment. Which team will get the most kills? I picked Gen G just because they're Gen G, and I think they are. The most unique team is, I just picked BLG. I don't know if Kyle, it was Kyle, right? Is there support? Or is that AL? Yeah, it's AL, my bad. On is good. On is good. He might pick something crazy. I don't know. I think I'm pretty happy with the champions. I think I'm going to stick with these champions. I really don't. The players I feel so confused about, just because of the 3 questions, the last, the middle, and the first question, that I'm like, it could be either of these guys, and I'm just going to pick all 3 because I don't know. These ones, it's not like I feel conflicted. I just feel not sure. It's like, will Gen G kill the most Elder Dragons? Like, maybe not, because they're going to get through games so quickly that they won't get to Elder. But then who's going to get the most Elder Dragons? T1 is a dragon fighting team for sure. Like, they make those dragons their priority, and that's how they win a lot of the time. Bahana Life, I think, is 2, but I don't know if they're as dragon focused as T1, because that's the thing. Like, you have to get through, what is that? That's 20 minutes minimum to get to Elder. No, yeah? No, 25 minutes to get to Elder Dragon at minimum. So are Gen G gonna have that many 25-minute games? Is T1 gonna have that many? I think so. So like, do they even get there? I don't know. And even then, 30 minutes is the average, but like, not every team is gonna get dragon on spawn. Not every team is gonna go for that dragon on spawn. There might be like 30 seconds in between. 25 minutes is very low. 1647, remember. We remember 1647. How about I pick Hanwha Life? Just because I think Hanwha Life was a really good team that I haven't really picked anything for. How about I get Hanwha? Because I feel like they're the middle. They're like the middle of T1 and Gen G. So maybe they'll get the most Elder Dragons. Who's on AL again? I think AL is deadly. I feel like I might switch these 2. I think I will switch these 2. I'm gonna switch these 2. BLG has 2 junglers? What? They actually? No, they don't. Oh wait, they do. They have Shadow. My bad. Sorry, his shirt is different. He just has a different shirt on, and he looks happy. I'm expecting that from the BLG. Okay, I think these picks aren't bad. I think these could become true. Pentakill, I think 2 Pentakills is generous, but could happen. I think there will be 3 to 5 Baron Seals. I think there will be 1, maybe even 0 reverse sweeps in 7 games. For 7 series. I'm gonna say 1 just because I'm hopeful and optimistic. Many champions we played. I put it in the middle. My heart says 120, but I feel like the realistic answer is 115 to 119. Will Teemo be picked? No, Teemo will not be fucking picked. He will be there for sure at least 1 game. Teemo Jungle will not be there. Teemo Jungle is not real. You can't convince me that it is. I don't know if I'm happy with this pick. Like, I don't really watch Kyle very much. I just know AL as a team is very good. It could be Kai Wing. I think CFO is known for some wacky picks. And I don't think it's gonna be Keria. I don't think it's gonna be Hong. I don't know. It could be Hong. I'll put Kai Wing there for now. Okay, let's leave it at this. We've already gone through this a lot. We already like looked at it. But I think for me, this is gonna be it. So what do we get as rewards? Emotes and a skin. That's awesome. I like emotes. I'm an emote fan. All right, I think this is gonna be it for now. I think it's gonna be it for me. Let's keep it here. Let's keep it here. Oh my god. Okay, let's play some League of Legends.